Good morning, Jonathan. It is, I don't know what day of the year it is. That's not a sentence. What day of the month it is. But I know it's Friday. And I know I'm late on this video. And I'll, I'll tell you why I'm late. Because I had lab last night. I had my bio lab. And, we made we made smoothies with sucrose and spinach leaves, and I was really excited about it. No one else in my lab seemed to care. Not like drinkable smoothies, but like we were testing things for chloroplasts and stuff. It was fun. I liked it. But I had a really bad time actually. My lab partners were really hard to work with. So after that, I went to the gym. Shameless plug. I went to the gym. Um what did I do after that? Oh, and then I was just feeling gross. So Grace and I went to the corner store and bought a bunch of junk food because the only appropriate response to going to the gym is eating junk food. And then we sat in my room and we watched this movie called, it was either Fountain or The Fountain. I don't know. Hugh Jackman's in it. It was really good. And then I passed out at like 2 in the morning because I don't have class till noon today. Perks of being a college student, not a high schooler. Nerd. So I watched your video and I wanted to make one point first. First of all, school has not always been like, duh, so easy. High school was pretty easy for me. I just was kind of able to float along. I didn't have to work too hard. And I've realized that college is not like that. It's a ton of work. And you need to try and consistently, yeah, there really is no word but try, and not sleep, and study, and not sleep. College life. I'm also filming from somewhere different because I'm sitting in this bungee chair. It's my favorite thing. It's my roommate's and she brought it back this semester and I love it. It puts like no stress on my back and is super comfy to sit in for short periods of time, much longer than that, and it starts to make weird shapes on your butt, and you can't feel things anymore. Anyway, what else? I wanted to say, you were talking about church and how you feel people can sometimes be judgmental, and I get that. When we first moved to Hershey, I was going through a weird time in my life, and I had a really hard time feeling like I fit in at our church and feeling like I could make friends and like anybody got me. And that was really hard for me. But I think what happened was, for me, I got sucked into a group of friends. I knew Elizabeth Leonard, and she knew my group of friends. And because I was friends with her, she made me become friends with everyone else, and I didn't have a choice in the matter. But you kind of find people who you like and you get along with, and then you kind of have to ease them into your weird. I do that with my friends here, or I did at least at the beginning, like, mom and dad make fun of my witch cackle, the way I laugh. And so for the first couple months here, whenever I laughed around my friends, I was very careful to not witch cackle at them. And I tried to slowly ease them into the idea of being a dirty hippie who doesn't wash my hair with shampoo or doesn't use commercially made makeup or who just hugs trees for funsies, yo. And so that's kind of what you have to do. I'm not saying that you should hide who you are. You're beautiful! It's true! I promise I'll never sing again. I'm so sorry. I'm a failure. Anyway, but just, you have to find people you like, and then you have to ease them into your weird. You have to kind of let them test the waters. Don't spring the weird on them all at once. You and I are weird on different levels, and neither of our weirds is more weird than the other, unless you think I'm weirder, in which case you're wrong. And both of our weirds are... That was a sentence. I don't know where I was going with that sentence. I'm just gonna bail on it. Period. No more. And the thing about church, I understand how it's easy to feel like people are judging you. But the thing you have to understand is that people come to church not... If people are coming to church to judge, then they're there for all the wrong reasons. They're doing it wrong. And mostly people our age who are going to church are either A, this is a one, forced to be there, or two, they're choosing to be there. If they're forced to be there, that's going to be pretty clear from the beginning. But if they're choosing to be there, chances are they're going to want to be friends with you. So yeah, I don't ever want this to be me telling you how to live your life. I mean, I can tell you how to live your life all you want, and that'd be less than useful to you or to me. But, I know, anytime you say but, it negates the value of what you just said. How do I rephrase that? So, don't write people off. There we go. That's the thing I can say. Don't write people off. People are going to be willing to be your friends, and people are going to accept your weirdness, and there are people who are the same shade of crazy as you are. I mean, we're pretty similar shades of crazy, but it becomes apparent from your internet friends that there are people who are the exact same shade, color, shape, and size of crazy as you are. So there've got to be real people in the world who are like that. Sentences are hard. The last thing I wanted to say was I liked your you said, this isn't like a phase I'm going through because phases last for a year. I'm a weirdo. I don't believe in phases. Like people talk about, oh, I went through an emo phase, or I went through I don't know, like a brony phase. And I don't think... Maybe you can go through phases where like, oh, I went through a phase where pink was my favorite color. But when people talk about their emo phase or their brony phase or their... No. I only ate blue jelly beans ever for 2 years phase. Those are the kind of things that affect you deeply, right? Those are the kind of things that change you and make you a different person. Therefore, it can't be a phase, because things go through phases, and they're like, oh yeah, that was a thing that happened, but it's over. No, laptop. I don't know if the video just died there, but my laptop went away for a second. I'm sorry, I love you, Larry. My laptop's name is Larry, because I am... What's the word for that? Original. I'm stinking original. Swag. Segues. Segues are hard. Stages. So I believe in stages. You go through a stage, and stages change you and affect you and are kind of important to who you are. I'm not saying that Monster Hunter was a phase, or that Bionicles or Godzilla or any of those things were a phase, in the same way that that weird time I went through in middle school wasn't a phase, or that time when I only painted my nails black every Wednesday for like 2 years was a phase. Those were stages. Those were things that were important to me and that changed me and stuff. Well, this has taken a good long time. I'm at like 9 minutes and 30 seconds. Again, sorry for being a failure at putting videos up on time, but at least I'm not as bad at this as you are. Alrighty, I love you very much. Bye!